What's up? What's up? What's up, family? Man, I am so excited about this one. Y'all already know what time it is. And before I get started, man, again, happy holidays to everyone. Hope you had a great Christmas and all that good stuff. We got New Year's coming up. So I hope y'all already got your plans and everything and bring this new year in with a bang. And this is what we got right here. The best of 2023. The first part of the best clones of 2023. So, first off, welcome back to the channel. If you are a subscriber, you already know you're one of them ones. If this is your first time, hey, I hope you decide to join the family, man. I appreciate you. Something must have caught your attention. Hopefully, I can keep it. This is No Cap Fragrance Reviews where I give it to you 100% of the time. No chaser. I give it to you straight. No cap, just like some of my testers. And yeah. Like I said, unless you've been under a rock or don't have TikTok or not in the fragrance community, then you know that 2023 has been the clone takeover. I mean, all the clone houses have been coming out and swinging for the fences, going for the necks of all the top designers and niche fragrances, and I am here for it, y'all. So, I have compiled 15 of my top selections of 2023, ones that I lean to the most. And let me say this before I get started. It's a lot of people out here that have been buying fragrances for a minute that are butthurt about the whole clone takeover situation and want to say negative things about clones, people who wear clones. Well, I just want y'all to let y'all know that those people are the ones that probably that's all they had to go on was the fact that they could buy the most expensive fragrances. And now, and they didn't have no game to back it up. All they could go on was, yeah, baby, I smell like Tom Ford. Or, yeah, this is Killian. Don't nobody know nothing about that angel shit. That's all they had. But now that you have people that already had some game and some swag, now can smell like the same thing on the budget, maybe I tell a little white lie. If it ain't Tom Ford, who gonna check me? Because fragrances are the only thing that are labels that don't have the label attached when you wear it. You know what I'm saying? You can't see that it's Killian's Angel Share or not. So, I say that to say this right here. Pay attention and get put on to some great fragrances. All right, we're going to jump right into it because this is 15 once again. So I'm going to get into it right off the bat. Some of these are some of the top TikTok ones that people have been talking about if you're on TikTok. And I rank these kind of based on how I felt like they compared to what they're cloning, since that's what this is about. Who did the best at cloning? So, some of these are great fragrances on their own. If they're towards the bottom, it's not because they're not good. It's just because either they're not the ones I lean to the most or they didn't capture the highest percentage of what they were cloning. So, all right. Coming in at number 15. This one was hyped to the gods this year. This one was a TikTok favorite. This one was a lot of the top reviewers of fragrances favorite, and that is none other than Lattafa's Quiet Fursan. Now, this right here was basically a mashup to me, y'all. This was like a mashup of some Creative Vintage DNA and with some Baccarat Rouge. It had that nice pineapple, saffron, spiciness. It just gave you all of that. And after maceration, at first this thing wouldn't give you more than maybe 5 hours of longevity. But after maceration, I'm giving a good 7. And all you can load it on. It smells beautiful. It's a nice, sweet, sugary accord with that pineapple. Like, hey, it gives you all the vibes. This is perfect for spring, even summer, date nights. Yeah, clubbing. Coming at number 15. You can't beat that. Now, coming at number 14 was one I had to throw on here, man. Because some of my rack store hunts really got some play this year, and they really do what they're supposed to do. If you're not familiar with Milestone Parfums, which you can find a lot of them in the rack stores like TJ Maxx and Marshalls, then you need to start checking it out. Go on the hunt. There's nothing more fun. And one of the top ones, which this isn't one of those milestones or whatever I just said, this is from Camara, but this is Contra Men Only. And this is a great clone of Givenchy Gentleman Eau de Parfum. Now, it's down at the bottom just because some of these are better, and it's not everyone's going to be able to pick this up. So I put it towards the bottom. It's $15 if you can find it in the hunt at the rack stores. This one came from Marshall's. So, but it is a beautiful powdery iris, just like Givenchy Gentleman. Oh my God. It's a beautiful scent. It's a beautiful scent. But just because it's not readily available, and if you go online and try to find it, you probably end up paying about $40, and you're paying too much then. But I had to include this because this is one of the great rack store pickup finds right here. And that is Contra Men Only Intense. All right. Now, this is one of the ones that y'all look at and be like, why is that in the bottom? Well, only because of this. And it's duping one of my favorite top 5 of all time fragrances of red tobacco. And it's coming in at number 13. And that is Armaf's Hunter Killer. And this is duping Mansour Red Tobacco. But it's only duping about 70% of it, actually. And it's a great 70% of it. But it opens up fresher. They added notes of lavender and black pepper, which gives it more of an aromatic opening than goes along with red tobacco. But it works. See, they took out what people considered the rough part of red tobacco and added that little freshness and little aromatic to lead into the beautiful tobacco and resins and vanilla and it's done well. This is a great fragrance. This does get play. Great for fall, winter time. You can't go wrong with this. Or any type date night situation, enclosed, whether all year round. You can rock that. Great fragrance. All right. And come in at number 12. This is going to be a conspiracy also. Well, this is a very hyped, much loved fragrance from TikTok, the fragrance community, all that good stuff. And that is none other than Lattafa's Camera. You can't have a top nothing clone situation without mentioning this fragrance right here. Now, it was brought up first off about being hyped to be a clone of Killian's Angel Share, but Mike Knowles quickly detected that this was much different than Killian's Angel Share when compared it right beside Angel Share. The dates, along with the cinnamon and all those accord right there from the top, that opening takes it far away to me from Angel Share, which I would say it's about 65% in the dry down, after it dries down to Angel Share. But that opening, people say the booziness, but it's just the dates. The dates is a lovely, lovely accord, along with the pralines and everything else it's got going on. It's very aromatic, very sweet, a lot sweeter than Angel Share opens up. So that is the differences to me. I love it as a standalone. Now, it could be higher up as far as clones if I have the Middle Eastern fragrance that is actually cloning. But I've never smelled that, so I can't say how well it does to that. But you can't go wrong with Camera for date nights, winter, fall, any of that. Beautiful scent. All right. Coming in at number 11, but no slouch at number 11, is another very, very hyped TikTok, all that good stuff. And that is Lattafa's Assad. Now, you can see the wear and tear on this bottle. You know it's been getting some play. Because this is a great dupe of Sauvage Elixir, which, if you don't know, is one of the major releases from 2022, 2023. That spicy, resinous, licorice, and very aromatic notes. This one here is a little lighter on the spices than the original Elixir, but this gets you at least 75 to 80% there. But the part they took out, some people may prefer the sweeter vanillic tones that this one has. This is a Swiss Army knife. Also, year-round type fragrance. You just got to go light or heavy on your sprays. But this don't miss. Compliment Magnet. Latafa Assad. All right. Now we're getting towards the top here. We got coming in at number 10. When I smelled this one, I mean, I had a decant of it. Guerlain is one of the best affordable niche fragrances out there. And this one right here, it's duping the L'Homme Ideal Extreme. And this is from Fragrance World. And this is Supreme L'Homme Extreme. And it really does capture the essence very well. This is getting you about 80% there, in my opinion. Just some of the way it approaches the notes, the way that not quite the same as the Guerlain, but in the air, you can hardly tell. You got that plum, tobacco, that almond aromatic touch. That it gives it a hint of like some cherry sweetness. It's bitter. It's just great. It's good for, again, a date night situation. It's good for any close encounter. You can dress this up. You can wear this to work. It works. I would wear this to an interview. I mean, it's just not anything that's going to be offensive. It just smells nice. Nice little bit of tobacco accord, but not an overbearing tobacco. It's very well done. All right. Now, some of these I have tested against the originals to be able to let you know how well the percentage is. And some of them, I trusted my nose going off the notes of the original and what I got from the dupe. And it felt like it matched up very well. And this is one of those. And this is cloning Louis Vuitton's La Minste. And this is John Lowe, Maison Alhambra, John Lowe Immortal. This one is a hard to find one because it has been hyped. Everyone is searching for it. And it is a reason for that. This is a beautiful, beautiful scent. This is a grab and go. This is a make you feel good. You know, fragrances should heighten your feels and emotions and all that kind of stuff. If you're down, you spray this. You're just going to feel lifted, man. This is great for spring and summertime. But you spray this on anytime you just need a boost. Like, yeah, this thing, it just does it. I almost sprayed myself in the face. With the citrus in the top of this, I think it's some neroli and just some white floral notes as well as aromatics. Oh, man, that's just beautiful in the air. This will get you compliments. This will get you snuggled up on. I mean, it's not necessarily considered a date night fragrance, but if you was in a Netflix and chill situation, you sprayed this on, she ain't getting off you. Definitely a great one to pick up if you can find it. All right, next we have one that was hyped pretty well this year because it's duping a very hard to find designer fragrance. Some people consider their best designer fragrance ever, which is Dior Homme Parfum. If you like iris, powdery scents with a little bit of citrus and musk and everything, then it would be your jam. And this one definitely gave you the fix you needed for that. And that is by FragranceBuy.ca's own FOMO Gary's Den. Yeah, this is a very well put together, high quality smelling fragrance here. They did a darn good job. This thing is suit and tie. This thing is interview. This thing is date night if you want to. I mean, because with the accords and just the way it has a little bit of citrus up top, which makes it slightly different than the notes say from Dior Homme. But it works for this one. But I will say I feel like it's probably about 85% the DNA of what it says it's supposed to be. But I do enjoy it, and it is long lasting, at least 10 hours on skin, even longer than that on clothing. You're going to smell it to the next day. So if that is something that you think your jam, iris and all that good stuff, Gary's Den by FOMO. All right. Now, Going into another fragrance world banger, man. Like, this was one that the original of this, some people are kind of on the fence about. It's one of those that you either love it or hate it, and that is from Mason Martin Margiela Replicas line By the Fireplace. There are plenty out there who try to do dupes of By the Fireplace. Some hit, some not so great, but this one from Fragrance World hit it on the head. That is Ace of Spades by Fragrance World. Now, of course, y'all know about the Jack of Clubs that I showed in my last one. That could easily have been in this list, but I'm trying not to be too redundant with this one, because this one right here, chestnuts roasting over an open fire, or shall I say marshmallows roasting, because you get a very sweet kind of, like they say, about a fireplace woodiness with this right here. And when I say I wore it against By the Fireplace, and it did identical. I feel like this is 90%. Yeah, we're in like the 90 percentiles right now. 90% By the Fireplace. It does it great. And 12 hours longevity. I'm not joking. This thing kicks. Especially after, maybe fresh off when you buy it, it won't get you, maybe get you about 8 or something like that to 10. But after sitting it on your shelf for a while, a beast. No other way to put it. It's a beast. All right. Now, as you can see, the trend here, Fragrance World Lattafa, Fragrance World Lattafa, they knocked it out the park this year. And it's just a fact. This one is from Lattafa, and it is duping a great club, date night, kind of young person, good feels fragrance. And that is none other than Jean Paul Gaultier's Ultramall. There are plenty out there who do it. I know y'all hear about the 9 p.m. hype. 9 p.m. was hyped all on TikTok and everywhere else. But to me, when I smelled this, it was no need to try any other one. I tested against Ultramall, and it is damn near exact, other than maybe some of the quality of the juice. And that is Lattafa's Rams Silver. Or is it just Rams? Yeah, Lattafa Rams Silver. Oh, man. This gives you that pear. This gives you the lavender. This gives you all the vanillic undertones. The mix is just perfect with this one right here. Let's keep it moving. All right, next up. I got this one like a couple of weeks ago and wasn't so sure. Even though the people that I watched said this was the best Ombre Nomad clone from Louis Vuitton, or one of the best, and they had a good deal on it, so I went for it. When I first sprayed it, I was like, okay, it's straight. But, bruh, this thing continues and continues to kick. I don't know how strong the original Ombre Nomad is, but I don't need any stronger than this. And this one is Nove Ombre. And this is from, oh man, what was this one? Paris Corner? Yeah, Paris Corner made this one. And not a magnetic cap, but when I tell you I got compliments on this, wasn't even expecting it, pulled up to the drive-thru, and the person looked at it and said, I don't know what you got on, but it smells like money. You don't need any other compliment but that. And what I wore, I had hung it up in my closet, and the next day I came in looking for something, and the whole closet still smelled like this because it smelled like this because it was in the clothing. This thing is a beast. All right. Where are we at right now? Coming in at number 4 is this right here. Gotta give these Fragrance World Baccarat some love. Almost all of them hit, but this is the one that got the most play from me. And that is, y'all forgive me for forgetting names, Ombre Eve, which is a clone of Grand Soir by MFK, Mantis Francis Kirkjohn. And when I say dead on to what the notes say, the amber, the vanilla, the benzoin, the suede accords, it is just beautiful in the air, y'all. And it lasts. It lasts on skin. Yeah. Yeah, I can't see Grand Soir being any different than this. I love this fragrance. It's the jam. Now, We've already talked about one Sauvage Elixir clone that did it well. But this one right here kind of hits the nail on the head a little more when it comes to the exact DNA, when it comes to projection, when it comes to, I guess, longevity. It's not much more than maybe an hour than a side. But this one from Fragrance World, definitely impressed. And that is Enigma If you're looking for the most accurate Sauvage Elixir clone, look no further. This one does more of the spicy. Assad does more, a little bit more of the vanillic. And Assad is a little more wearable for the masses than this one. But if you're looking for that kick, exactly like Elixir, if you went into Macy's and you smelled Elixir and that's what you want, this is what you need. And that is Enigma Now, this number 2 here is at the top of my list because it brought back a phoenix from the ashes. And that is 1 million, Paco Rabanne's 1 million Privé. And this thing out the box gave you the feels. But after letting it come into its own, it is about 95% that guy. You get the cinnamon, you get the tobacco, you get the boozy feel, you get the vanilla, you get the... It's a mild, it's not a beast mode projector. Longevity is great. Date night certified. This thing just, oh man. It's what you're looking for. This is Pandora Scents, which is Paris Corner, Milano Privé. One of the best, in my opinion, dupes this year because it's duping a discontinued fragrance. You get extra points for that. That's something we can't get and that we appreciate. So, top of the top, y'all seen this probably on everybody's list this year, and it's for great reason. The Lattafa Pride collection has been banger after banger this year. So, coming in at number 1 on part 1 of this Bangers of 2023 clones is none other than Vintage Radio, which is a clone of Inicio's Paragon. And oh my God, this thing, you just spray it, man. Just let it do what it do. It has everything you're looking for. It has the sweetness, not overly sweet, the aromatics, the longevity, the projection, the woodiness, the Plasanto wood, man. Just the word, Plasanto, you know it's going to be good. But this is a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. So, I know this video was a bit long, but you got 15 bangers, people, clones this year. Hey, we ending the year with these right here. I hope y'all, man, I appreciate everybody who watches these videos. I appreciate y'all for pushing my algorithm. I appreciate y'all for joining and being a part of the family. 2024, bigger and better things to come. Until the next one, y'all know the vibes.